Hey, I'm Sarah, and I am making my first ever attempt at a YouTube video. And I wanted to, um, I guess, tell you a little story about why I'm doing this YouTube video because honestly, I'm not really a person who spends a lot of time on YouTube. At least I haven't been in the past. Maybe I will be now. Um, Generally speaking, if someone sends me a link to a video, I will watch that, but not always. And I definitely don't spend like hours searching on YouTube. Um, but here's my story. So last night I was sitting on my couch with my fiance, and I was on one side reading a book, which is pretty typical, and he was on the other side playing his iPad or DS or whatever, and that's also fairly typical. And I'm reading, and something happened that made me really frustrated. And so in my frustration, I shut my book and put it down, and I started to just kind of rant about why I was frustrated. And because he's going to marry me in about 6 months, he's really good about letting me rant, excuse me, and participating in that as far as like offering validation and just making me feel heard. So I go off on my rant, and he's awesome, and we talk about it. And then I just reached a point where I was like, okay, enough. I don't want to talk about that anymore. And I think that's probably what I said. And so I was like, yeah, I don't want to talk about that. And he's like, okay, well, what do you want to talk about? And I'm looking around, and I'm like, let's talk about my book. And so I grabbed my book, and he's awesome. And he was just like, yeah, you're working your way through that really quickly. What's it about? And, how do you like it? And so we talked about my book for a little while. And the thing is, like, I know he gets nothing out of that other than it makes me happy. It doesn't do anything for him. He's a reader, but he's one of those crazy people, in my opinion, who likes to read nonfiction. But so anyway, in talking about it, he was like, we have to come up with a plan so you can do something to harness your energy for how much you love books, because you obviously love them and you want to talk about them all the time. And not that I don't want to listen, but we just need to figure something out. And I'm like, okay, what, And he's like, you should do book reviews. And I'm like, I'm not a very good writer. And he's like, okay, well, what about a YouTube video? And I'm like, I don't know, I'll try it. But then I thought about it, and it actually did seem kind of fun and kind of exciting. So that is why I'm here. Basically, he listens to me talk about books because, like I said, he's going to marry me in 6 months, and he just knows that that's going to be a part of his life. But I don't think he gets anything out of it. And I do have one friend. We actually call each other my book friend, Allison. And we have similar tastes, so we do talk to one another about books a lot. But I don't get to see her as much as I used to. We used to work together, and so we could talk about books, but she doesn't work with me anymore. So we have lunch every couple weeks. We call it book lunch, so that we can talk. But generally speaking, I just don't have a lot of people that can be like, oh my gosh, listen to this book that I just read. It was so good, or it was so bad, or whatever. So that's why I'm doing this, and I don't know that anyone will get something out of it. I hope somebody will get something out of it. But I wanted to talk about books. So I guess this will be kind of a two-part video because I haven't finished the book that I'm reading right now. I got so excited when he came up with this idea, and I started thinking about it, that it was like, okay, I'm going to do this, but I don't really have anything to talk about right now. I did want to share with you that this is the book I'm reading, Shotgun Love Songs by Nicholas Butler. Sorry, there's a glare as I'm sitting at the kitchen table, but it's good so far. So there's a little teaser for you. I'm about a quarter of the way through page 125, actually. So page 125, and I am enjoying it. I expect that I'll probably finish maybe middle of next week sometime, which is just in time because last week I was so excited that I joined the Book of the Month Club, which is this online club where you they give you like 5 choices each month, and you choose which book you want, and then they ship it to you, and so it just repeats, obviously. But I joined last week, and in joining I actually picked out 3 books that I wanted, so those should be shipping pretty soon. So I really need to finish this one so I can get to those because I'm really excited about them. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say today. Sorry if it wasn't super exciting, but just wanted to explain why I'm going to try to do book reviews on YouTube. Yeah, it's really just because I enjoy talking about books, and I hope that, you know, maybe I'll virtually meet some other people who also want to talk about books and hear about books and learn what book I should read next and stuff like that. I won't always look like this, hopefully, when I'm doing these videos. I did just come from the gym. I'm not even kidding. This is how excited I was to do this video. I came home from the gym, and it's like, I should shower, but then it's like, you know what? I really want to try this. So I did change clothes, but yeah, I won't always look like this. I will always look like this. Actually, hopefully that'll get bigger or more toned. I thought it was bigger than it is. Yeah, tune in, hopefully, if you're interested, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks.